Next session is from Raghav Chaturvedi, and he's going to share with us about his experience of how he got into UPenn, that's University of Pennsylvania.
Hi everyone. I hope you all are doing well. I'm so sorry, that I could not be live, virtually with you all because of some circumstances going on right now. But I'll try to answer this entire list of questions which was sent to me earlier to the best of my capacity. So the first question is it's about my background, name, school in India, college name, and you're at college. So I'm Raghav Chaturvedi. I went to the Dhirubhai Ambani International School in Bombay, and there I studied. So I did the IGCSE from 8th to 10th, and then I did the IBDP from 11th to 12th. And my college name, so I'm a senior here at college. I'm studying finance and chemical engineering, and here at UPenn. So it's a dual degree program between the School of Engineering and Applied Science as well as the Wharton Business School. So number two, why that major? Well, so I was always interested in the world of renewable energy, in the world of solar energy, wind energy, storage, stuff like that. That's why first I applied as a chemical engineer, and then at the end of my freshman year, I sort of thought that okay, well there's Wharton also here, so maybe I can make use of that. And then today, so then I applied, for a finance degree as well as Wharton, and now I'm doing both finance as well as chemical engineering. So yeah, so that's why that major, and plus I also thought that okay, through this, I'll get to know the engineering side of the world, but I also have access to the finance side of the world. So I think that that's a great way to sort of move forward, to sort of know both sides of the world, having a science background, but also sort of forging those skills um, alongside with a strong finance and a business background as well. Number three, why did you choose to attend that college? Yeah, well, that's a question which I get asked a lot. I think every single month, by a lot of people. But my answer is always the same. Number one reason at Penn, why I applied to Penn is that so originally, so I came in as an engineer, but I think like the School of Business really attracted me, the Wharton School of Business. So I think that that's one reason because I knew that okay, I can study engineering, but I can also combine that skills at Wharton, with strong finance skills. So I could basically be the architect of my own education here. So that's my major reason why I chose to attend Penn. Number two reason is that at Penn you so basically what happens is that with every school they attract a certain type of student, you know, and like that's the same thing here at Penn. I knew that if I went to Penn, I would really be that type of a student which they want, and so I really thought that like I wouldn't feel out of place here. So I think that's something which you should really keep in mind. When you decide which school that you want to go to, you should keep in mind about that school's social circle as well. You know, whether you'll be a right fit or not for that school. So I think that's one thing which really attracted me to Penn as well. So those are the two reasons. One is the academic reason, and one is the non-academic slash social reason. Next question: who is a good fit and who is not a good fit here? Well, so I would say that someone who knows exactly what he or she wants to do, that person is the best fit at Penn. As much as schools say, you have time to explore, you can explore your interest through this program, through that program. But trust me, here at Penn, yes, like they give you the freshman year to explore, but you can only explore while like sticking to certain rules. So unless like you really know, okay, this is what I really want to do, I think that's when you should choose a school like Penn. So I think that's someone who is a great fit here. And because like for me, like I knew that yes, that I want to go into the world of renewable energy, and I'm still like I still want to and enter that world, and I still have that focus in my mind. And I will enter that world. So I think that if you really know your focus, then it makes you a great student at Penn. And who is not a good fit, just the opposite of what I said. Like if you don't have a focus, and if you need some some time to explore your interest, I think that's when you know that okay, maybe this school is not the right fit. High school subjects and grades / test scores. So in the IBDP, I did Chem, Econ, Math, HL, and I did Physics, Hindi, English, Lit and Lang, SL. And yeah, my grades were top notch at school. I think out of 44 or 45, I was out of 44. And test scores. So I did the ACD subject test. The SAT subject test and the ACT standard test. Yeah. So ACT. Oops, sorry. So ACT. So like in terms of test scores, I got a really high score in like all those 3 tests. So like really try to do your best in the standardized test scores, and I'm sure that will really help you achieve those scores. So like yeah, so just keep your grades really high, because that's the first bar for you to sort of cross while applying to college. Because if you don't have that that grades and like those scores, then your chances are slim. Because I'll tell you why. So I've been working with the admissions office here at Penn since the past 4 years now, actually, and I also work with the dean of admissions here. And so what happens is that at least what I've observed in the past 4 years is that okay, 60 to 70% of the student body is American in like every class, and then out of that you have 10 to 15% which are financially aided students, and then the rest you have is basically your international students, and and so basically in terms of being international, you are sort of going against students from say China, students from all these big spaces in the world, where they're highly intelligent, where they are really smart and like much more smart than us Indians. So I'm just saying that that you need to show that yes, that even you are as smart as them. So I think that China is our main rival unofficially. I hope that this does not go public. So so you should keep that in mind. So you need to have good grades and like strong test scores. And what was on your college profile? That's the next question. Um, the way I'll interpret this question is that what was on my resume and like stuff like that. So basically, think about so like when you apply to college, think about it like a math equation. Think about x plus y is equal to z or z. You know, so x is basically you, your background, your experience, your skills, and z and y is basically the school. The y variable in the equation is basically the college. And so you need to think of this as as a give as well as a take scenario. And what I mean by this is that okay, we have you there, X, your skills, background, experience, and we have a school here. And so how will that school help you get to your final answer Z, which is your final goal? So the school has these bunch of resources, which include, say, the alumni network, which include your classes, which include the student clubs, which include sports, which include research opportunities, which include the faculty members, stuff like that. So it has these unique resources, but then we also have you, like the X variable, and so you need to find the best fit for you, the school which will sort of be like a lock and key for you. So I think that's how you need to think about while applying to schools. So and then how will this X plus Y, you plus the college, lead to where you want to be in life, which is Z. And so I think that that's how you should think about this. So what is specifically on my college profile? I had a lot on my college profile. I was actually working with Sir since I was in 8th grade. So, no, actually the end of 7th grade. So actually it was almost 5 years. So I think that we had achieved a lot in those 5 years. And we had done 100 things, but we wrote only about, say, 20, 15 to 20 things, which we thought were like the best, which we've done in those 5 years. So I think like a way for you to start is to really sort of jot down every single experience you've had, every single important experience, not like every single experience, not like just shopping or something like that, but like every single important experience which you've had. So I think that that's a way to sort of that's a first step, I feel, especially for like 9th grade students or like 10th grade students. So like make this entire list of like your important experiences, and just add like 2 or 3, say every Friday or like something like that. And so by the time when you will have to write your essays, you will have over 200 experiences which on your list, and then you can filter out, okay, this is the one which I really want to highlight in your main Common App or / a UCAS essay. So that brings me to the next question: what did you write your main Common App essay about? So my Common App. So firstly, just generally, what I want to say is that your Common App essay should be unique to you. So like think about the essay like this: is that can someone in the world write what I'm thinking in like his or her common app essay. And if the answer is no, then that's going to be your essay. Okay, so like you should think that I'm the only single person in the world who can write about this idea, and like no one else in the world has this kind of a thought process, or like can write the subject or the idea as good as I'll write it. So like think about a common app essay slash a UCAS essay, in this way. I think this will make life a whole lot easier. Uh, what was my essay about? So I think my essay was about my hometown in like North India, and like how my hometown plus my sort of me being a city boy. So like how those two sort of unique skills slash my experiences have sort of made me who I am. So I think like yeah. So I think it was about my hometown in like North rural India, and plus about the city of Bombay, and like how that's made me who I am today. While I was applying to college, so yeah, so I wrote about that, and I knew that no one in the world can sort of write about my hometown because like that's my hometown, and I was sure that my hometown is sort of so small and remote that no other student would apply to the US from there. So yeah, so I wrote about that, and yeah, I think those were all the questions, and then I have some Q&A from your side. But yes, but I would request sir to sort of just hand over my email ID to you all. So in case you all are applying to Penn, in case you have any further things which you would want to ask me, just shoot me an email, and I'll be happy to sort of answer all your questions. And yeah, and just closing comments. I would say that Penn is a phenomenal school. It's a fantastic school, and I mean, I really enjoyed my time here. I've had a blast here, in the past 4 years. It's been 4 years worth of hard work because of my dual degree between, finance and chemical engineering. It's been 4 years worth of really, social life as well. Really heavy social life at Penn. So Penn is a school where you sort of work hard, but you also like go out and you also sort of have a blast with friends. So I think so that's the sort of school which you all are looking for. Then I think Penn would be the perfect fit. But yeah, Penn is a highly academic school. That's going to be, like that's going to be my final comment. It's a highly academic school. So if you come here, be prepared to work your ass off, but also be prepared to have have the most amount of fun and have the best time of your life here. So yeah, that's my closing comment, and I think that's my time up as well. So yeah, so that's my 2 cents, and like thanks for just hearing me out virtually, and I look forward to really see where you all end up, and yeah, and feel free to shoot me an email anytime. I'll be happy to answer, and I'm sure sir's there to answer all your questions, and so you all are in like very safe hands. So don't worry about anything. I'm sure everything will turn out just fine. With that, good night or good morning. All right, so I'll see you. Bye.
That was Raghav Chaturvedi from UPenn. Unfortunately, he could not join us live for this session because of a family emergency. With that, I'll just move on to the next session.